Okay, so I just used ChatGPT-5 to create a game that I embedded on my website. Now, it doesn't matter what business you have, if you're able to get website visitors to stick around and engage with your website, that has the opportunity to increase your conversion rate. And so I thought, what better way to get website visitors to stick around than to create a game that aligns with my mission of helping businesses save money by managing their own digital marketing campaigns and not hiring an agency. All right, so I'm gonna walk you through all the steps that I just took to get this game up and running on my website. If we haven't met yet, my name's Scott Redgate. I'm a digital marketing coach, and let's dive in. So recently, OpenAI released its latest model called ChatGPT-5. And one of the things that was intriguing in this announcement was that you can create games that you can embed on your website with a simple prompt. And so as an online marketing coach, I know the value of having potential customers be sticky on your website, meaning those people are interacting with your pages and getting to know your brand. And so I thought, what better way to get them to be on my website for a while than to create a game that they can interact with? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the free version of ChatGPT-5, and I'm going to see if I can create a game that I can embed on my website. So let's dive in. So first things first, I'm in ChatGPT, and I'm going to push this prompt through. I'm going to say, I'm a digital marketing coach who helps businesses manage their own marketing instead of hiring an agency. I want to create a simple game for my website where an agency, represented by a block at the top of the screen with the label agency on it, is wasting money, throwing it down, and a person in the game is trying to catch it. What prompt should I write to create this game? And so I'm going to have ChatGPT help me in creating this prompt. So ChatGPT has just given me the prompt to use, and as you scroll down the screen, it says, do you want me to go ahead and build that? So I'll simply reply yes. And now this process is going to take a little bit of time. So I didn't want you to have to sit and wait. And so it took a couple of minutes for GPT-5 to code this game. And so now that we have the code, I'm going to see if it actually works. So up here on the right-hand side, I'm going to copy this code. There are free HTML viewers out there on the internet, and so I'll provide a link to this one in the description below. But what we can do with the HTML viewer before I actually publish it to my website is I can paste in the code right here, and we can see if it works. Okay, so here is the game. Let's hit the start button and see what happens. All right, so there's something falling. So overall, it's pretty decent thus far, but we're gonna make a couple of revisions. But you can see what's happening. There's something falling from the sky. You can see that the score as I'm catching it is going up. So overall, I mean, this got me 80% of the way there, which is pretty incredible. But something that's a little bit weird here, you can see there's this random line coming from the agency, and I'm not really sure what this object is falling from the sky until it gets about midway down where it starts to transform itself into a dollar. So let's go back into GPT-5 and adjust the prompt. And so I'm going to say, very good. There is a random line coming from the agency that can be removed. It seemed like the object falling from the top transformed into a dollar midway through. Can you have it be a dollar the entire drop? And so just like we did before, I'm gonna run this prompt. Okay, so here's the response from ChatGPT. It says, got it, the random line is the throwing arm stroke I drew below the agency block. I can remove that easily. And then it says, for the falling money turning from a plain rectangle into a dollar sign mid-drop, right now the bill is drawn as a rectangle with a dollar sign. It also rotates slightly, so that might look like the shape change. To keep it visually consistent as a dollar bill all the way down, and then it provides what it's going to do. And it says, give me a moment and I'll update the code snippet for you. And so let's come down here, and it looks like it's asking me, would you like me to regenerate the full updated HTML for me? And I'm going to reply yes. So now I want to paste this into my website platform, which is Kajabi. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT I use Kajabi and I want to embed this there. I will be posting this into a WYSIWYG editor in Kajabi. Can you make sure the code works there? And so if you have a static HTML website, you're not using a website platform, you could honestly just take the code that it gave you. But I'm going to need probably a couple of tweaks to make this work. And so that's what it's doing right now. It's creating this code in a format that will work with Kajabi. I just went into Kajabi and I created a new page. And so this is going to be different based on the content management system or website platform that you have. But in Kajabi, they make it super easy. So one of these sections that I can add to a page is called custom code. And so when you click that, what you can do is you can make the width the entire width of the screen. And then I'm basically going to paste in the code from ChatGPT right in here. And I'm going to cross my fingers and I'm going to hope that it works. All right, so I'm pasting in the code. I'm going to hit save here. And then let's preview it to see what happens. All right, so it just loaded the page. I'm going to hit start here. But this is super cool. So you can see how easy it is using ChatGPT. You got to do a little back and forth, but you'll get the feel for it very quickly, and then you're able to create a game or a tool or a calculator or whatever you want for your website very easily. All right, so I'll leave a link to this game in the description below and in the comments. Let me know what your score is. Let's see who gets the highest score with this. Well, friends, think of the potential for you and your business if you're able to get website visitors to your website and have them interact and stay around for a little while. That could be advantageous for you to drive more sales and revenue. And I can see here that the game, for me, it's up. I saved $83 and then it's asking me to play again. So super cool. I mean, this is wild because most of us aren't coders out there. Most of us aren't web developers. So the fact that I was able to create a game for my website within a matter of minutes is truly unbelievable. So make sure you're taking advantage of ChatGPT and Google Gemini and Claude AI to help your business get better results. All right, friends, take care.